Listen to this girl laugh at her brother getting locked up and her boyfriend being unalive because of her lies.
I'm 17, but please don't kick me. Please, please. It's
Queen, you have 0.3 seconds to explain why your story is so good that I should not kick you.
Because he died.
What?
What's funny? What's funny about him being dead? Because he died. He's dead. Dead. Because of me.
Look how eager she is just for some clout, just to even be able to tell this story. Let's continue.
So I was talking to this blood dude. We was talking when I was hella young. Like, he was like, low-key my first love or whatever. One day, he had gave me his account password, and he had logged me out. But I had, like, my email and number on it, so I logged back in. And I seen all the bitches he was texting. Mind you, he lived down the street from me. So I was, like, going at it with myself, just fighting my demons. And I told my brothers. And my brothers, they wasn't tripping off that. So I was like, I need to find a better lie. After I told my brothers, I had walked to his house, and I had cussed out his mama. Mind you, his mama didn't understand nothing, because this was my first boyfriend. He was Mexican. His mama spoke Spanish only. So I'm sitting there cussing her out. He has a lot of brothers, and they had kicked me out the house. So I walked back, beat myself up. I had a black eye because of myself, and told my brothers he did it. Because why would you do that? And this is a true story too. And his name, Isaac Larambe. Long live that boy.
I mean, peep how she laughs at her ex-boyfriend being deleted over this whole thing.
But nah.
You told his brothers and what did you do?
Oh, I told my brothers. They had went back over there. His brothers was going at it with my brothers, and boom. But free my brother though.
Your brother shot you.
Yes, the case is over with.
How many years did your brother get?
25. But my brother don't know that I beat myself up.
To this day?
No. The only person I know.
And she also laughs at her brother for defending her, going over there and laying another man's life down in defense of his little sister. And he got 25 years. And she got her little stupid young on the internet laughing at him. Talking about free my brother though. And y'all don't think that it should be no consequences for when women get the line like this. They just lie and say whatever. She on the outside, on the internet, chilling, laughing, telling this story because she know there is no consequences for it at all. You know what the consequences of it is? Her going viral, getting popular over it. Her brother's still locked up. Her ex-boyfriend's still dead. She chilling. No consequences for lying, beating herself up, and lying and starting that whole rivalry where somebody's life ended up dead. If this story is true. But I'm just saying, like, you get what I'm saying? I just seen a video yesterday where it was a white girl did a reaction to a TikTok of some black chicks, a group of them, all underage, bragging how they had just went to a club. They was 17 and under. And they in there with the little skirts on and everything, right? And they're throwing it on, bragging about how they was in there twerking on dudes and this, that, and other. And all I'm saying is, no consequences. No consequences from when these little, and I say that because this girl who lied and got her brother locked up and got her, her ex-boyfriend deleted, she's 17. And they laugh and think it's funny because there's no consequences for them. But men get the consequences. Just dealing with chicks like this. Right? Through being deleted. Through going to jail and trying to defend them. These chicks, like I say, the TikTok chicks, they in the club throwing it on these dudes. Imagine if they have sex with these dudes. Or even not have sex with these dudes. Dudes get to touching and this, that. How is a dude supposed to know? I mean, these women are definitely dressed as grown women, in grown places, doing grown things, drinking and smoking with grown men. And then if they don't even have sex, if they come out the next day and just say a dude was in there and touched them the wrong way and revealed that they real age, they'll throw a dude under the jail for that while simultaneously ignoring that this woman lied about her age. I remember years ago a story of a rapper in a strip club kicking it with a chick, right? He was going there constantly kicking it with her. And then they had sex. Chick ended up having a baby. Turns out she was underage. They threw the rapper under the jail for this. Never mind the club that hired this underage girl or putting the underage girl in jail for what she had did, lying about the application and everything to be in the strip club, period, right? But the women, scot-free. Never mind that she lied about her age. Never mind that this girl lied about getting beat up and this, that, and other. No consequences. And it's ridiculous because it's like, well, why is this so? This is what make a lot of us dudes back off and be like, I'm not going over there to fight nobody or shoot nobody or stab nobody because you got beat up or you say this, that, and the other happened. Because it's the dumbest thing you could possibly do in this day and age. You going over there to defend a woman for something that she say happened. And this is the problem, ladies, because y'all will defend a woman in this situation. You'll find a reason to defend her for whatever, all this debauchery that she did. Y'all remember how we was catching the brick lady up in all them lies and women was still defending her for her flat out lies. When men started to be like, no, I'm straight. I ain't going over there. I ain't about to do that. Like, call the police or whatever. Then the man would be all type of names out the book. All type of names out of the book you'll call a man for not jumping up, running over there, slapping everybody in the room, shooting people in the face, doing all of this in the effort to protect women. But then when you do die, what do you get in return? Slander. Former Michigan State basketball player Adrian Payne was called out of his bed to go help a friend, a woman friend of his, in a domestic dispute. He ended up getting shot in the process of doing so, lost his life, and the thanks that he got was for Malika Andrews to get on the air the next day and bring up an assault charge that he had from 10 years ago. She never even mentioned that he had went over there to defend a woman in a domestic dispute. But she brought up a false case of when it happened back in the day that he was never convicted for. This is the thanks that you get when you run off and try to help women in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to listen to OGs when they tell you something. The older cousin told me, like, don't you just get to running over there blindly fighting just because the chicks say they got into it or whatever. He said, I done did that with my sisters. And not only was they back together the next day, but he said his sister was looking at him like he was the bad guy for fighting the dude. Like, what? And it's going to be like tension or beef between you and him, even if they is still together from now on. So while we might want to put hands, foots, and paws over dudes for, getting out of pocket, it may not, it just may be best to think before making that move in these cases. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you what happens a lot of times, even if these, youngins, they got these Ike and Tina relationships, they fighting every day. This is how they show love to each other. And you're going to go over there and think you doing something, jumping in the middle of it, fighting this dude and this, that, and the other. You're going to get yourself killed. And they're going to be back together sitting at your funeral. It's not adding up, man. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. It's crazy if this story is true that she was able to do all of this. Her brother's in jail for 25 years. And her ex-boyfriend is deleted. And she's scot-free out here laughing about it. Telling a story with no type of thought of consequence coming her way. Her brother got 25 years. Shouldn't she get 25? Shouldn't she get 30? 35? She was the reason for all of this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying her brother had to go over there and unalive someone or this, that, and other. But she purposely played out this whole role with and fake beat herself up to get her brother to go over there and go over the top. So, I mean, she should at least be looking at the same type of time he looking at. Like, what is the law for, man? And how do women keep navigating and escaping these type of situations where they are the catalyst of it all? So, dudes, you better take a little bit of advice here and start listening to the OGs around you. If you ain't got no OG telling you something like this, get some new ones. Because before you go over there and get the guns and crash out and slap everybody and shoot everybody in the face, because your little cousin or little sister said this was happening, you better think about it first. And call the police just like any other citizen would. Because if it turns out that she just being a vindictive, evil woman, you're going to be doing 25 thanks to her. And you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it but sit there and be mad and fight for the rest of your life in that jail cell. This is your boy P Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.